Well, hello, folks, and welcome to the Buffett and Beyond Research Saturday Market Recap Letter for June 22nd, 2024. Happy summer, everyone. And remember, if you want to live on the beach like Jimmy Buffett once did, you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett does now. The market had a great week, but ended without excitement as NVIDIA finally took a few days off from going up and up and up and got slacked off on Thursday and Friday. We're seeing weakness in the transports and even some of the tech stocks. And our weekly stock analysis video, well, CrowdStrike is up 160% in the past year. This is a company that's a must for every business or all businesses which stores vital information on their computers. That's just about every company, folks. In our ETF video, we're looking at some of our favorite ETFs beginning to show cracks in their upward momentum, just like NVIDIA, and we'll probably see at least a reversion to the mean in the short term. But the top stocks selected from our QQQs, which is the portfolio where we pick the top stocks, in fact 11 stocks in the QQQs, they are up over 35%, and they are also hedged 30% as of Friday. So let's take a look at the S&P 500, which really doesn't look bad at all, does it? And we can see this line right here in the middle is the 20-day moving average. Top line and the bottom line, the red lines, are volatility bands, and we can see the market went above this band, dropped back for a few days, then went back higher once again. And that's usually what happens when it breaks through, or when the market breaks through one of these bands. It'll go and test that band again, and it did, and then just started coming off a little bit. And when we talk about reversion to the mean, we're talking about probably going down to see this 20-day moving average right here and visit it and test it. So we'll see what happens, folks. Meanwhile, we have the intermediate term indicator in an upward mode, but just starting to roll over a bit. Let's go to the next slide and take a look at it. So here's the S&P 500 candlesticks now, and you can see the topping action in here, and now it is rolling over. So it's down 2 days in a row, which is not bad, folks. I mean, look at this rally that we've had over the past 7 months or so. And down here we can see this indicator looks like, let's zoom in here, looks like it's starting to roll over, doesn't it? And we have, this is a histogram down here, so we have a zero line in here, and then this is a histogram, and it shows that this histogram now is higher than the latest histogram, and it looks like this black line is rolling over. So this could be a little bit of trouble right in here. And we'll see what happens next week. And one thing we don't like, and this is Thursday's volume, this red line was higher than normal, so we're starting to see a little bit of selling volume coming in on the S&P 500. But we'll see what happens, folks. We have the 4th of July coming up in, a week and a half now. And usually we rally going into a holiday like that. But still, that's almost 2 weeks away. So we'll see what happens in the meantime. Again, right back up here again, this green line is the 20-day moving average, and we think we will come down to at least test that. And you can see how that 20-day moving average has been support for a long time in here, with just this one break in here, and then it went back above it, little break in here, and now we think it's a little bit above it to where it's normally comes back down and tests at least this area in here. So a little selling pressure we think will be coming on in this last week. But then again, next week is the last week of June, and usually we get a pit bull low in the week before, or the week of the end of the month, before it rallies into the following month. So this would be part of the script, with the S&P coming down to test that line, the 20-day moving average, and then maybe pick up from there. So the test will be in this area probably next week. And when we look at the QQQs, we've seen the same type of thing. We got way above the 20-day moving average here. And let's shoot down here. Yeah, we can see that it's starting to roll over. Has it rolled over yet? Well, the black line has rolled over, but not below this red line in here, and that will be the test. That will give us a sell signal, but it might not go down below that red line. So we'll see. This coming week will be a nice test of this market. And the Dow, well, the Dow, which has been very, very weak up here, we could see now it's come down. Yeah, it wants to maybe test in here, and it did right here, but then it came down and then went back up. So it's above the 20-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. 50 days is blue line. And down here, we're getting a buy signal. So we're looking at a weak QQQs. We're looking at a weak NASDAQ. We're looking at a weak S&P 500. We're looking at, from our ETF letter, we're looking at some weak technicals in the semiconductor and a little bit in the tech, but here on the Dow we're getting a little buy signal in here. So this is going to be a very interesting week, but with the Dow turning up a little bit in here, we kind of like this, and it means that the good old Dow average is just not giving way. It says, I want to rally now, it's my turn. So like I said, it will be an exciting week this week. And our portfolio protection, well, the June 21st SPY 425 put is out of existence now. It just expired. And earlier in the week, in fact, it was on Monday, we bought the September, we bought the September 475 put. Notice how as the market went up, our SPYs also went up, because we don't want to be further than 12 to 15% below the market. This is disaster insurance. This is about $140,000 portfolio, and we need 3 puts. So at the beginning of the week, we saw a strong market, so that was when our puts are the least expensive. So folks, we had a good week, just a little bit of weakness going into the end of the week, and this coming week we might see a put bull low going into the end of the month, but then rallying toward the end of the week and into the beginning of July the following week. So we see some weakness, we see a reversion to the mean, but other than that, we don't see anything too bad on the horizon as of this point. So folks, go out, enjoy the weekend. It's the first weekend of summer officially. Go out, have a good time. Most of all, stay safe, be with your loved ones. And the market opens back here on Monday, and our video starts, or our daily letters start again on Tuesday. So folks, go out, stay safe.